On Friday, November 27th, the EU research ministers came together for a video conference during the German EU Council Presidency, chaired by Federal Research Minister Anja Karliczek. At the start of the virtual conference, the ministers discussed the new investment goals for research and development within the framework of a new European research area, the ERA. The ERA was originally created in 2000 with the aim of strengthening the EU's international competitiveness by building a single market for science, research and innovation. On September 30th, the communication on a redesign of the ERA was adopted by the European Commission. The new plan recommends, among other things, increased measures to accelerate the transition to a green and digital economy. This transition is a central element of the EU's COVID-19 recovery plan. In addition, the new plan confirms the goal of investing 3% of the EU's gross domestic product in research and innovation and supports the efforts of the EU member states to channel 5% of national public funding into joint EU research projects and partnerships by 2030 at the latest. The German presidency then informed the ministers about the status of the research and innovation dossiers in the next multi-annual financial framework. One focus will be on Horizon Europe. It is the 9th EU framework program for research and innovation running from 2021 to 2027 and is likely to be one of the largest individual funding programs for research and innovation worldwide. Among other things, the program aims to strengthen the EU's scientific leadership role and addresses digitization, mobility and other global challenges. Another item on the agenda was a report by the Presidency and the European Commission on progress on the European Open Science Cloud and Open Science Policy Platform initiatives. The situation of institutionalized European partnerships with which research projects in EU member states are financially supported was also discussed. Finally, the Commission briefed ministers on the latest joint statements by independent scientific advisors to the Commission on pandemic preparedness and management. The Portuguese delegation closed the virtual conference with a presentation of the work program of its upcoming EU presidency. In their last meeting under the German EU Council Presidency, the EU research ministers set the course for the contribution of research and innovation to Europe's economic recovery. The EU research ministers agreed on the future direction of EU research and innovation policy in an informal video conference. After the consultations on the realignment of the European research area, the federal minister also took stock of the German EU Council Presidency in the areas of research and innovation. At the meeting, Federal Research Minister Anja Karliczek said, "I am pleased that, with the adoption of the Council conclusions in the Permanent Representatives Committee, we have taken an important step towards an ambitious realignment of the European research area. Today's debate on the possible new investment objectives proposed by the Commission in its communication on the European research area has confirmed the new momentum and determination to bring the European research area to life. I am committed to ensuring that we can achieve political agreement with the European Parliament on spending programs such as Horizon Europe under the German EU Council Presidency. We have come a long way in the specialist negotiations with the European Parliament. We, as the Council of Member States, together with the European Parliament, are called upon to do everything we can to ensure that Horizon Europe can start at the beginning of 2021. However, the precondition for an agreement on Horizon Europe is the conclusion of the negotiations on the multi-annual financial framework. As research ministers, we expressly welcome the planned strengthening of Horizon Europe as part of the provisional agreement on the multi-annual financial framework. This is the right course of action to remain internationally competitive in science, research and development, and to promote the technological sovereignty of the European Union. Furthermore, today we presented a declaration on the European Science Cloud. We want to facilitate the access, the review and further use of research data and results. The European Commission and the Member States support the EOSC as a strategic partnership in the future Horizon Europe Research Framework Programme. I look back positively on the past few months under the German presidency of the Council. Despite the challenges due to the corona pandemic, we were able to start promising initiatives together with our partners in Europe. One example is green hydrogen, for which we are currently developing a joint research agenda for the member states. It's a great achievement, and another example is Plastic Pirates Go Europe. With this project for the protection of water bodies, we started a citizen science initiative in the presidential trio with Portugal and Slovenia for the first time. In cooperation with the European Commission, we want to build on this and carry out the campaign across Europe in the future. Since July 1st, Germany has held the rotating presidency of the Council of the European Union for the 6 months. In this function, the German delegation leads the negotiations on European legislative proposals and other initiatives and can also set its own priority topics. The program of the German EU Council Presidency fits in with the extension program of the presidential trio, Germany, Portugal and Slovenia. From January 1st, Portugal will take over the presidency of the Council. The program of the German EU Council Presidency includes the chairmanship of the Competitiveness Council, that's a part of research, and a large number of specialist events as well as so-called informal meetings of the specialist ministers, including the Ministers for Research and Education. Due to the corona pandemic, the informal meeting of Ministers for Research on July 21st was held as a video conference with new interactive elements. The Ministerial Conference on the European Research Area on October 20th was held as a hybrid event in Bonn and via video conference with the participation of international partners. On this occasion, 9 member states represented on the ground signed the Bonn Declaration on Freedom of Research. The other member states will sign the document one at a time during these weeks. The video conference of the research ministers on November 27th was held instead of a formal competitive council, which cannot be held physically due to the corona pandemic. Decisions were therefore made in the Permanent Representative Committee, including the adoption of the Council conclusions on the European Research Area. And if you want to stay informed, please subscribe to my channel, visit my other channels. I'll see you in my next video. Viel Spaß!